Hello there. Welcome to my pond. Today I'm going to clean and dry my makeup brushes. So, as you can see, they're all quite dirty, and it's not good for your skin to use dirty brushes. So I do try to clean them fairly regularly. I use this brush cleaner that I bought from Daiso. It's very affordable and one of the best I've found. So I take my brush and I pour some of the cleaning liquid onto the bristles and rub the liquid into the brush bristles so it gets right in between each bristle and down into the base of the bristles. And then I wet the brush so the bristles get all soapy and foamy. And I take my pink silicone finger glove tool that I have, and I just rub the brush back and forth against the ridges of this little tool. So this brush here has fluffy and soft bristles. I usually use this for mineral powder foundations, and when I want a light coverage or doing a more natural makeup look. So you can see the bristles are now clean, much cleaner. Now this new brush, I'll put some cleaner onto the bristles. So this is a flat top stippling brush that is great for liquid foundations. It has dense bristles and it gives an airbrushed finish. So it covers pores and blemishes, and it's really great for when I want a base with a full coverage. I always use lukewarm water when I'm cleaning my brushes. I definitely don't want to use hot water as it can damage some brushes, cause the bristles to fall out and the brush to lose its shape. And cold water doesn't clean quite as well, so lukewarm is perfect. I do squeeze the excess water out of the brushes, but I will show you how I dry these properly a little later in this video. But you can see now the bristles are nice and clean and back to a more creamy white color instead of the brown beige color they started with. Now here I have two small brushes that I usually use for eye makeup. That's why you can see this pink color on one of them. They are both fluffy brushes, so great for blending eyeshadows onto the upper eyelid. One is a bit more flat, so I usually use this for applying shadow onto my eyelid. And the rounder brush, which is a bit tapered, I usually use to apply product to the inner corner of my eye, and also for blending shadows into the eye crease. Okay, now I love these types of brushes. They are so great for applying a full coverage base, and again they give that sort of airbrushed look because they have very, very dense bristles which are quite stiff too, and they do tend to be more difficult to clean as the makeup really sticks inside the densely packed bristles. So I will usually put cleaner on this brush and rub it along the ridges of this tool, but I do this a couple of times and repeat it just to make sure that they're cleaned right the way through, deep down in between each of those densely packed bristles. So it takes a little bit longer to just soak under the water and just check it's nice and clean. And I like to try and fan out the bristles as much as I can to make sure they're cleaned. Now this is another foundation brush. This one is a bit fluffier. This one is a bit fluffier, and I find it's good for applying cream foundations as it distributes them more evenly across the skin. So I have a cream foundation I really love in a little pot, and I usually will use this brush for applying that. I actually have a large silicone mat as well with several different patterned ridges, and it has suction cups so that it sits inside the sink. And I bought that for cleaning brushes, but I just never use it. This small finger tool is just so much more convenient and easy to use, and it's also much easier to clean and store away, so it doesn't take up too much space in my bathroom cabinet, which I like, but it does make cleaning these brushes much quicker. So this is my blush brush. As you can tell from the peachy pink bristles, I actually love using the same pink toned lipstick that I'm wearing as a blush for my cheeks. So I'll just take a small brush and apply the lipstick onto my cheeks as well for blush. So I've been doing that more often lately rather than using my powdered blushes. Just find it gives a really dewy look to your cheeks using lipstick, and I love the monotone coloring of using the same shade on my lips, my cheeks. Now here are two more small brushes. The one you can see with the orange handle is a flat foundation brush, but I honestly find it too small for this purpose. Although it does a great job, it just takes too long to apply a base with such a small brush. So So I usually just use it instead for applying and blending liquid concealer, or for doing contour around my nose and jaw. And the brush with the pink handle I use for applying powder to specific areas, such as just setting concealer under my eyes to avoid creasing, or for applying powder in the crease around my nose if I'm needing a bit more coverage or shine protection there. This is a tool I have for drying my makeup brushes, and it is one of the best makeup tools I've ever bought. It has this bowl and also this set of what they call multi-sized brush collars. So these are different sized sleeves that slide onto your brush handle. So I take the brush and find which size will fit my handle, and then I remove that particular sleeve from the set so I can slide my brush handle into it. And then there's this battery operated device that slides into the other side of the sleeve so that it rotates or spins the brush when you turn it on. So I just hold the brush with the bristles pointed down inside this little bowl, and when I turn on the device, you can see it spins very fast. So it airs out the brush bristles and sprays water all around the inside of the bowl, and it dries out the makeup brushes so quickly compared with just waiting for them to air dry. So you can see the bristles are already nice and dry, and the brush is all fluffy once again. Now I get another brush and again find the collar that matches this handle size. Now you can see there's a black lid on the bowl that protects the water from spraying out of the bowl all over your walls and bench. So that is very handy because my partner has OCD and he would have a fit if the bathroom was covered in splatters of dirty water. So you can see it spinning again. Sometimes I will rotate the brush around in the bowl a little bit, but you don't have to. It doesn't really make it dry any faster. I just get impatient. Even though it is quite quick anyway. So, once again, all done. Very quick. So now I'll do the next brush. And this method also tends to help the brushes dry in their natural shape. So whether they're a tapered, rounded, or flat brush, they will revert back to that shape after drying this way, which is very handy. So you don't need to set them at all. They'll dry how they're meant to be shaped. And this is not any kind of promotion for this tool, by the way. I just do really like this drying device, and I just wanted to share it with you. Might be something you've seen before and you've considered getting, and if so, I would recommend it. I just find it saves me a lot of time. I don't have to have my makeup brushes left air drying around my bathroom. I can just dry them and put them away straight away. So I really love it. I actually find the process of cleaning and drying my brushes quite relaxing and therapeutic. Even the whirring sound of the spinner I find quite relaxing. It's like a fan. You know, it has that white noise sort of sound. So I like to do this probably once a month. I'll put aside some time. Usually it only takes me about 20 minutes because I don't usually have too many brushes in a month that I have to clean. And you can see even the small brushes have colors that fit. I find the only handles that don't fit so well into these colors are ones that don't have a straight handle. For example, ones that have a wider base and then taper to thinner, closer up towards the bristles, because these kind of handles tend to rattle around in the collar and not actually spin properly. But besides that, all of my small brushes fit inside these perfectly. And obviously the smaller brushes take less time. And see how this brush head remains flat? So it's kept its shape. Nice and clean. Fluffy, clean bristles. Fluffy, clean bristles. Now, this is the smallest sleeve of the set, and this is perfect for all my smallest brushes. There are none that don't fit. So, it's definitely a diverse set. They've thought of all the sizes. So I just slide that device on. Okay. I'll just put that on again. Okay. Oh, whoops, that one's not quite dry yet. You can actually see when I brought it out that the shape did not look correct, so you could tell it wasn't dry because because the bristles were a bit kind of separated still, and not all nice and fluffy. Okay, and now I'm all done. So now I'll just remove the black lid of the bowl so I can empty the water that it has come out of the brushes. And then I give the bowl a rinse out with clean water and swish it around. I will usually wipe it out too so that it's nice and clean, but I won't bother for now. And then I take the handle color holder and gather all the colors up to put them back onto the holder. And they all have their places. So the biggest color goes into the center and the rest fit around in a circle, but it's easy to tell which size goes where. So they have a corresponding circle for each size on the holder. And then I place this color holder into the bowl because I find it fits perfectly. So this helps with storage. And then I also put the black lid back onto the bowl, and I'm all finished. And I just store that with the battery device. Thank you for watching.